Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In today's lesson, we will learn new things in our course. Okay, so what remains these connections. We have to make these connections also, as you see here, and we have some things that we have to do. I have two joints in the middle joints, as you see here. I have some you see our beam, our column is in the middle, so we have to put a beam just like we have in our original drawing. Okay, if we look at our drawings, you see in the middle, not this one, yes, here in the middle we have this beam, so they put this beam for making this. Okay, and anyhow, let me first make this this connection. As you see here, we have this connection. We have this one from plate to column and diagonal. So we have to choose a suitable connection for this. And this one here for general bracing. As you see here, we have this one gusset plate, two column and base plate. We have to use this one. Okay, first we have to use column, after that beam or base plate, after that diagonal. So column, space, plate, space, and the beam, space. So it will make a joint here, and we will modify. As you see here, now became more heavier our model, no problem. We can go to general, and for the gusset plate arrangement, we are going to put it in the center and perpendicular, as you see here. We will adjust it is parameters, gusset plate parameters. For example, this one we have 10, and the rest, as you see, the gusset plate we are going to see. We can say parallel, or we can say variable, or we can say perpendicular. Again, the side we can make it like this. Okay, gusset plate contour. If we want to put some chamfers here, let's say corner finish. Let me show you. See here, for welding, because now we weld these two plates. It needs this this corner, let's say 20 millimeters. Both diagonals from the corner and on the gauge line I want to be, let me show you first. Yeah, this one, as you see here, on the gauge line, but it should be in the middle, so I will put in the center. Okay, I'll put in the center, and the distance, let me say 40 for each one. And bolt parameters, we have bolt 20, or we can just use 60 millimeters. Again, we have to change the type of the bolt. Okay, now we have welds, as you see here. We have 4 millimeters if we want to put. Members, if you we want to weld, or we can just use this one, bolts from here. If we don't want to bolts welds, we can use bolts also. And member connection, after that, you see stiffeners. We can use some stiffeners here, or beam stiffener we can use, or we can put some stiffeners here. Anyhow, it's as per your design. You can choose whatever you want. And distance layout is the by projection, or we can make by totals, which is we can specify the height and the width of the column. Height, let's say we have 400. You see here, see the difference? Okay. And the lower width we have 140 maybe. Okay, or we can just use some other criteria. We can use 7, giving a gap between them. And we have cut back, as you see, 155. We can say 100. It will put these diagonals, sorry, UPNs inside. Edge distance, we have many things, many parameters we can put it, as you see now from the column, or we can use just from the system line. From the column, it means that from this phase, or in the system line, as you see, when we are going to change this one to wireframe, it show as a red line, and so that's the system line. After that, what we have to do, or what we can do, we can just select this one and right click and propagate joint, but I don't know why it's not activated now. No problem, just we can just go to home tab and advanced tool palette, bring up this one, and we can just copy it with multiple, and we can, after that, we can use plate, and we can use also diagonals. As you see, I did this one, sorry. You see, this is the same thing for this one we did. Again, we can use the same technique. Select the column, select the plate, and then select the diagonal. What is the problem? Now, no problem. We will fix this one. Again, select the column, select the plate, and select the diagonal beam. Because there's a difference between them, so I want to separate. Yes, I want to separate this, as you see. Now this one is different from that one. Again, I want to copy, I'm sorry, I want to copy this one by selecting this plate, space, column, space, plate, space, and diagonal beam, space. As you see, we can use this technique for the rest of the connections. I don't want to make all the connections, because this is just a tutorial. I don't want to be too heavy this one, because when I put others, it will be the model will be more heavier than before. So it's just the same thing. You can copy this connection for all other connections that you have. Okay. We have some problems here. We have these bolts and plates touching together, so we can. There's no way to move this one, or maybe I don't know. So we can remove this one and put some plates. Okay, we can make some plates manually. Anyhow. What else? In the middle we have some beams in the middle, as we said before. So just click to this view, double click, and it will show us this one. By clicking this one, we can just what we can do, we can just click here or go to top view. We can just click here at the end to this end, and right what's the start location? This is the start location, and this is the end point. On right click, positioning maybe here. I don't know what's the problem. Let me make a game, because I think because we have this one, no problem, in the middle we can do it. Yeah, it's just like this, and match properties from this to that, just to be the same section. After that, double click, positioning from top or from the bottom. Okay, after that, what we have to do here, we don't have top because I don't know. Let me bring up our project explorer and close this one. Okay, after that, by double clicking on this, it will make this one top, and we will bring this down by how much? By moving from this point till midpoint between these points, or we can just select this one if we want to more accurate procedure. We can just go to advanced tool palette, and by moving include additional from this point to the middle. And you see here we have this one, we don't have we don't want this, and preview, you see now it's okay. So okay, and again we have to make this one a little bit larger, just like this, and the opposite side the same thing, and after that change back to this one. Yeah, now it's very good. So what we have to do, we have to decrease this height of the column. You see, or we can just use it using another features, because I wanted to teach you all of the things. We can use shortening at UCS. Let me show you this one. First we have to change our UCS, and after that sorry, here shortening, as you see now how much we want to by 3.5. you see, just like this beam. So we have everything now. Everything is okay. For the rest, it should be the same thing. Again, we have to remove this one and put some new diagonals, because now, or we can just use this one, no problem. But for this time, it will be from this point to these 3 points. I'll show you what I mean. Again, what we have or what we can do, we can just go to the connection vault, and again make this gap wall plate first rafter, and the second the column. So we have to use this criteria. As you see here, we have plates, and we have things that we can change plate layout from the beam, or we can say totals, and plate width, let's say 35 0, just to be fit with the column, and the plate thickness maybe 20, I don't know, or 15, whatever we want. Bolt distances, you see we have 2 bolts and the bolt distance is 75. Let's say 120 we have, or let's say we have 3 maybe. And this distance 140 I think is okay. You see when we have 3 bolts it will touch here, so I will change it to 4, and the distance between them maybe 80. I think now is okay. We have to check everything. Yeah, I think now is okay. And bolts and holes, as you see we have 20 millimeters. The bolt type we are going to use uni, and the grade is 8.8. We can put some stiffeners for this beam, or it doesn't need. It's as per your design. And after that we are going to use the welt for 4 millimeters, and we can use what type of welt we want. Okay, and we have some here some specials. It doesn't need to talk about, because when you if you want to put some stiffeners, for example for this beam, we can put it, no problem. Okay, we can put for both, or we can put none. Anyhow, so we fixed this one also. We don't have any problem between these two also. So let me make this connection again, which is this gusset plate, first column, beam, diagonal. As you see now became like this, or I can just as you see here I have some problem, so I have to just delete this one, and I have to use this plate as a reference, column, plate, and diagonal. You see, now I used this one as a reference, and for the location I want to from center, and I wanted the thickness to be 20 millimeters. As you see here, I think everything is okay. Or we can just bring down, if we are going to here, we can just bring down this point to fix this problem also, because if this one to be like this, it will be more accurate design, and it should be to the knot. Okay, the distance will go to the knot, but it should be we should make from first. Okay, from start, so from this point to this point, just like before we did. But I don't want to waste my time for this thing, because it's all of it is the same thing. Okay, after that I think everything we did, nothing remain. We did this one, this connection, this type of connections, and the only thing remain is the silos. How we can make the silos. About for making silos we did before, or I did a water tank. It's the same thing. You can use the same technique for the silos, but if we want to make, we can just click here, here, and here, and here also. Okay, and I want to isolate these beams by selecting assembly only. Okay, yeah, from this the quick view I can use this one, show a symbol, show selected assembly only. Okay, as you see now everything is okay. This with its assembly and everything is okay, and we don't have any problem. After that I want to move the XY direction to this one. Okay, after that I can, what I can do, I can want to, for example, I want to be X direction in this way, so I will rotate by Z direction just like this. So when we model, we can model like this, or again we can one more time to be like this. After that, what we have to do, we have to put a circle inside. We have to put a circle and rectangles inside, but this I will make in the next video. So thank you very much.